Dear students of standard 10, till now we have already discussed about the various life processes like nutrition, respiration. In this, what we have seen? We have seen that the organism require food for their nutrition and oxygen for energy production. Certainly, these are cellular processes of metabolism. Such metabolic chemical reactions also releases some byproducts, that is waste, which is ultimately not necessary for the organism's body or body of the organisms, so that should we get rid of the waste products. In unicellular organisms or the simple organisms, materials are transported by the process like osmosis and diffusion. But in higher organisms or the multicellular organisms, these are performed by a specialized transport system, which system is known as a vascular system. Now we are talking about transportation in plants. Let us discuss one by one. So first of all, we are taking discussion about the transportation in plants. As plants' root absorb water and minerals and other compounds like nitrogen, phosphorus, etc. from the soil through their roots. Plants take carbon dioxide from environment through their leaves with the help of stomata and do the process like photosynthesis. If distance between the roots of the plant and leaves in the same plants is very small or the less, the food and other compounds can be transported by the process like diffusion, whereas in case of tall trees, how can it possible? So while distances between the plant's parts are often quite large, so most plants needs a proper transportation system or the transport system to carry materials from one part to the another part of the plant. As the tissues of plants contains many dead cells and they do not move much more, that's why they are not in the requirement of much energy like animals. Therefore, the transportation system slower in comparison to animals. The plant's transportation system contains vascular tissues are of two types. These vascular tissues in plants known as xylem and phloem, which we have already discussed earlier. But again, little bit we are discussing here the vascular system extended from roots to leaves through the or via stem. In the leaves, it is clearly seen as a pattern of veins. Water and minerals are transported from the roots upward one direction through xylem. Phloem transports synthesized food from leaves to the rest part of the plant body. The transportation of water, nutrients and other materials or minerals from one part to the another part of plant is called as translocation. This transportation system in plant is known as or called as the translocation, and the medium of this transportation is water. Some points we have discussed here that you should remind always, that the xylem tissue contains 4 types of cell. Those 4 types of cells are tracheids, vessels, xylem parenchyma and xylem fiber. Whereas phloem tissues contains sieve tubes, companion cells, phloem parenchyma and phloem fibers. So there are some differences in between also. These differences are like xylem contains dead cells, whereas phloem contains the living cells. Second, xylem transports water and soluble minerals from one place to another, and phloem transports the food materials. Xylem transports water and soluble minerals only in upward direction, whereas phloem transports the food materials in both directions. So these are the little bit difference between xylem tissue and phloem tissue. And next class we will discuss for ascent of cell. Okay.